This is Colin O'Keefe for LXPN TV. There's been much controversy surrounding the recruitment of heralded college football prospect Alex Collins, as his mother refused to sign his letter of intent. Joining me to explain the story and its family law implications is Aaron Weems, attorney with Fox Rothschild and author on their blog, Pennsylvania Family Law. Aaron, first, give us the backstory on the Alex Collins saga. Who is he, and what exactly happened?
Well, Alex is a young man from Plantation, Florida. He attends South Plantation High School, and he's one of the top-rated running backs in the country. A young man with his talent was pretty much being recruited by everybody, but his choices really got narrowed down to a handful of schools, the Florida schools in particular, Miami, Florida State, Florida. But then also he's being recruited by the University of Wisconsin, and then once that coaching staff left to Arkansas, Arkansas became ultimately his choice. What made this case unusual is that at the day of the National Letter of Intent signing day, Alex had anticipated signing his letter of intent to the University of Arkansas, but that morning, his mother, who apparently felt very strongly about him attending the University of Miami, took his letter of intent and left the school grounds. They had scheduled a press conference and had a ceremony scheduled for this event, and she basically prevented him from being able to commit to Arkansas that day. Ultimately, the situation was rectified because Alex's father signed his letter of intent with him. And what makes this a little bit unusual, and what I think really caused a lot of the press coverage on it, was that Alex's mother then took his letter of intent to the Cochran law firm in South Florida. The rationale behind that is a little bit of a mystery. Letters of intent are really nothing more than a 1-year renewable commitment between a player and a school for him to attend classes there, and in exchange he plays a sport and has his fees and tuition covered. But they are 1-year renewals, really. And the NCAA has some very strict guidelines and requirements as to how these letters are signed and how they're entered into with the universities and with the oversight of the NCAA. In this particular instance, or in all instances, the NCAA requires that a parent or a guardian also sign the letters if the individual is under the age of 21. Now, in Pennsylvania and a lot of states, the age of majority is 18, and under Pennsylvania law, Alex would be able to enter into any contract at the age of 18. The NCAA, understandably, has a few other requirements, and I think we all are familiar with the rumors and innuendo that go on with college football recruiting at this level. And I think certainly Alex's mother's actions, perhaps not rightfully, perhaps not fairly, cast some aspersions as to what the motivations were. I think certainly as this moves forward, you're not going to see any change in Alex's commitment to the University of Arkansas, but I think it certainly has highlighted just what type of events and actions can spark up over these 17 and 18-year-old kids committing to play major college football.
Interesting. And second, what other implications does this have to family law? And where do you think this goes from here?
Well, that's the interesting thing, and that's why I think it made his mother's actions that much more unusual, is that she doesn't necessarily have any standing to raise any legal claim as to where her son goes to school. In the end, this is really something between the University of Arkansas and Alex Collins. It has nothing to do with Alex's mother. The parental consent is really a safeguard by the NCAA to ensure that these kids are basically have some type of coverage and oversight into what they're doing. But I really don't know what type of claim she could raise under either a family law context or otherwise to prevent him from going to the University of Arkansas. If this were a legal custody issue, and I don't know what the relationship between Alex's parents are, if there's a custody order in place, if they're an intact family, or really what the situation is. But if there were a legal custody issue under Pennsylvania law, you could arguably make the claim that this goes to the child's education and that there could be some review by a court as to what choice is made. I think the reality of the situation is that you're dealing with kids who are 17 or nearly 18 years of age. Under Pennsylvania law, they'll be emancipated for support purposes by the time they graduate high school and are 18 years of age. This doesn't seem to be something that a court is going to do a judicial examination as to which school is better, the University of Arkansas or the University of Miami. I think in the end, this is really just I think this was a classic case of a lot of people having, I think they have the best intentions for Alex, but I think there could be some competing interests when it comes to what's best for Alex in this situation. And I hope that hopefully for his sake, it resolves itself that he's allowed to attend the University of Arkansas, where it appears to be his preferred choice. And to be quite honest, I think he's handled himself extremely well, considering the attention this is drawn. I think I heard interviews with him in which I think he has some extremely well-reasoned, basis for deciding on the University of Arkansas. And at the end of the day, this is his choice, and he should have the ability to attend a school that's prepared to offer him a grant and aid scholarship.
Again, that was Aaron Weems of Pennsylvania Family Law. For more of his insight, be sure to visit pafamilylaw.foxrothschild.com. And for more video interviews from LXBN TV, along with curated commentary from the Lex Blog Network's thousands of authors, be sure to visit us at lxbn.com. Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.